Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial on our continuing series on building an API for a hotel management system. So that is what I decided on what we'll do with just a small hotel management system to show you how, the workaround. So for this specific episode, we will walk you through the process of creating another DevOps source control repository and link it to our .NET Core Web API project in Visual Studio. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding on how to effectively manage your code using Azure DevOps. So hello and welcome again. So firstly, for Azure is actually a product of Microsoft. So and it hosts, as the name suggests, DevOps. It is a collection of so many services. So it's a software as a service provider. So as we go through this, it's a very wide. Uh, Azure DevOps itself is a very wide field. So, but for this course, we'll use the source control aspect of Azure DevOps. So, as for the source control, we use Git. So, Git for Azure DevOps. So, let's start. But I have to reiterate that this is for a one-man project, so there is no team project for this. So if a client has requested you to build him a system or a software, so this is out of the box. Just you are alone and you want to maybe to learn or just build something and deploy it. So that is what we'll do today. So yes, please follow along. So just go to your browser, dev.azure.com. Then on the left, you can see organization. So let's create a new organization. See, then you just follow the prompts, give the organization a name. So for us, we'll just use Kelvin, maybe Kelvin Company. Just remove the space. Then now I just the normal authentication and continue. So let it scaffold and open for us. As you can see, it has this is the initial project that we'll create. So there's create a project to get started. This is just one of the project. So I just write, since it's a hotel, we write hotel mania. That is the name of our project. Then as you can see, it's private, but you can still change to visibility maybe later to public if you wish to. But for ours, it's a private project. So out of the box, it's private automatically. So you just click the create project. So let it also scaffold and create for us on the back end. So there we have it. This is the summary. So you can see the project. Actually, you can make more project under the same organization. But for us, we have this project, Hotel Mania. So as you can see, this is a summary of everything we have: the boards, repos, pipelines, test plans, and artifacts. So I think this is well planned. So then there is the dashboard on your left. Just follow along. So here is where you get your widgets, where you will arrange all your widgets. So as you'll see, we'll add a widget. So on your right, There's so many widgets. So let's pick the assign to me. So for this assign to me, this specific one, I'll just drag and drop to my left. So you can see this will hold every work assigned to KevSwitch. So the next thing is the boards. Let's work on the boards. Since we are working on the source control part of the Azure DevOps, so we just move on to the boards. So these are the boards. So here is where we bring about the work items. Every work item that is if you want to link a specific, maybe your project to a specific to a specific issue. So this is where we create maybe this this field. So this is an epic. So we actually categorizing them according to hierarchical way. So the epic is larger than the rest. So this is the first. Maybe we can say this is the first build for, or build. This is the first build. Then I can put a description. This is the first build for the Hotel Mania API. Yeah, I think that's okay. So then, as you can see on the right, there is the priority part. So this is also hierarchical. So one means that it has high priority. So for anyone who has been assigned this will know that this is of highest priority. So then I say maybe the start date is from maybe at the time of this recording, then on to maybe the target date when it should be ready. Then as you can see, they assigned who is assigned to this. But at the moment I haven't linked any user to this, so I can just save. So now we have the epic. So this is to do. These are the states to do, but we'll get there. So now as we go back to the board, so we navigate back. So now we have, it is here now. This is the first build, which is an epic, but it is currently unassigned. So as we go to the overview, nothing here, but I can still, here is where I invite, as you can see. So I invite now one of the members, the users, but since it's a solo project, I can just click my name. Okay, then I add. If there were more, I could still add them there. So there's success. So then I go back to the boards. Then my work item, as it's here, I click it. So now I can assign, but let me refresh. Can't. So let me just refresh. So now, as you can see, once I click, now yeah, the name is there. So I just assign to KevSwitch. So then I save it. So we have one. So I go back to the work items. So KevSwitch on the other side will be able to see the maybe in the what do you call it, in the Visual Studio he will be able to see the assigned. So then I come back to new work item, then I go to an issue. So this is a hierarchical. So epic is like at the top, then now the issue, then now the next part. So let's just create an issue. So these are the boards. So you can see this is a to do. So for if you've assigned someone something, program a developers a task, so this is where you will be able to see them. See, the first one is to do, then now we have doing, then done. Then I can go back to work item. Then let's just create an issue. So issue is below epic as hierarchically. So you can have multiple epics which are under. Sorry, you can have multiple issues which are under the first epic. So this is the first build. I can still say the same thing. Then I can assign still to kfswitch. Then priority, I change it to 1. Then I save it. So I can navigate back to the work items. Now we have both of them. Now the task. I can still say the same thing. So I put a title. Please note that you have to put a title. This is the first build. Still the same. And commit. I can just add something there. Then I can assign to kfswitch. Then I can save it. Yeah, it's so simple. So then I can go back to the boards. So as you can see, this is an issue on the right. It's an issue that is the first build. It's still to do, but once then there's epics, and if I check the epics, then this is the first build, which is to do. Then I can move. Once I've started on it, I can do doing. Then once it's finished, I can move it to done. So the next thing, we'll move to the repos. Now here is where everything comes together. So as you can see, hotel mania is empty. So this is files, commits, pushes, branches, tags, pull request, advanced security, where everything will be. So as we move, uh, so as you can see, hotel mania is empty. Add some code because we haven't added any code at the moment. So let's do this. Let's add the code. So you can just copy the clone to your computer. Once I copy it, I just create a folder on the desktop. Then I can right click. You can see the folder is empty. Then I open git bash here. So once I click, so once it has opened, I can just right click, git clone. Then I right click, paste, then I enter. So it's currently cloning into my folder. Just give it a minute. So then it will prompt me for my git credentials. Then there it is. So at the moment you can see that so you can see it's ready, and it's you appear to have cloned an empty repo because we haven't put any code into it, so it's okay. Just that's just a warning. So as you can see also in the same hotel menu was empty. Add some code. So this is if you have an existing repo already created, so you want to push it to, maybe you had already created the project, so you want to push it to 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 Azure DevOps. So you just copy this code and open git bash the same way we did. Open git bash here, then now upload it. So if you didn't have git bash here, so you can just go to your browser and write git, just write git download. Then now you can just click the first option, download. Then if it's Windows, download for Windows. Then if it's 32-bit or 64-bit, you download and install. And it's just simple. So once you install, now you'll have that option of git bash here. So now that we've cloned our repo, we can just open the Visual Studio. Then once we open, you can just navigate to File, New. At the moment, we'll just create an empty solution, no project. So create a new project. So just a blank solution. So if you can't see it, you can just type blank. This is as Visual Studio Community 2022. So that there it is, a blank solution. Then I click on next. Then now, as you can see, this is we have to put in the folder that we created our repo, which is this one. So I can take the hotel menu, I copy it, which becomes now my solution name. So then I just click create, let it scaffold again. So now we have it. As you can see, this is the git changes. So there is the solution explorer. As you can see, there is no project. But now once we come to git changes, you can see now this is linked now to my Azure DevOps. So there is no. So now I can fetch, and also I can push, I can commit. So as you go back, as you can see, we have the solution in our folder now, and also the VS. So this the .vs. So for the .vs, as you can see, these are just the settings for my solution. So when we're building the git the readme, so the .vs should be ignored, because now if someone downloads your code, you don't want them to have the same settings as yours. So the .vs should be in the git ignore. So now we have it. So it said we can first of all we can commit to our local folder. So then I can then push it. I push to the commit to my Azure DevOps. You can see it is running on the background, but then it will give me successfully pushed master to origin. So if we navigate back to Azure DevOps hotel menu, we can see actually it has updated. You do remember that initially it was saying no code, but now you can see it has code, which we have pushed from our Visual Studio. But yes. So you can see there is the first commit of the solution. That's the commit. In the branches, it's only one, the master. So if we go back to our boards, so we'll still go back to our boards. As you can see, still under to do. So if I say it's done, so I can move it from to do to done. Yes, and there we have them. We have it. So I think the next thing we will have to do now is now do the real project. We create our first project.